good, everyone? Hope you lot are well. So before I start this video, I just want to make a point that recently I made a video that spoke about the beauty standards of women, and I didn't credit the person who gave me the idea.
Policeman! Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
So I want to credit them now. I just want to say big shout out to Ornella. Thank you for the idea. It was a very inspiring topic, very interesting to research into. And you've kickstarted a chain reaction of me looking into another topic, which is societal standards, the pressures of societal standards that men face. So I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope you come with more ideas, because you're one of the few people who do. So big shout out, much love to you, and it was your birthday recently, so happy birthday as well. Right, so today's video is going to be about blue therapy. I've been getting sent a lot of clips from like my friends in the group chat to people randomly DMing me talking about, bro, you gotta make a reaction to this. You gotta make a reaction to this. You gotta watch this video. So I'm here to watch it with you all today. I've never seen it. Usually with some of my reaction videos, I do watch the video beforehand just to kind of understand what I'm watching. But I'm going into this one blind. So let's do it. My partner's taking fake it till you make it to another level. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, God damn.
Myself and my boyfriend have been going through a lot lately. This is the last leg for us. We're really hanging in our relationship. I've seen an opportunity for a social experiment, and I think that it's best we both come here.
All right, okay, so straight away, I just want to make this point. I've never been to a relationship therapist. I don't know what I'm in for when I'm watching this, but I feel like if I'm having problems with my partner in a relationship, the last thing I would want to do is broadcast this and call it a social experiment. Let's be honest, this is obviously for clout. Let's not get that twisted, because you could visit any other therapist. You just chose the one that's going to be recording you. You see what I mean? Like, it just comes across a bit, you chatting shit. But let's keep watching. I could be wrong. Let's just keep watching
And get some help.
You made me wanna melt. I've been with my partner for 3 years now. Just like everyone else, we've had our ups and downs, you know, things happen. But coming to therapy with a camera for some social experiment, that's just, it's a red flag, to be fair. And
I'm going to tell you right now, any couples that go to couples therapy, 9 times out of 10 is the woman pushing it. You can see this man is already uncomfortable with the idea of, I don't want to be in front of the camera. He might be playing the role, but I'm just saying, from what I can see, there seems to be a level of uncomfortability there. So I don't think he's going to be as honest as he wants to be, but who knows? Let's keep watching.
And now, like, she knows my perspective on this. I'd prefer we go to a church and we sit down with a pastor in a corner. But, you know, us getting to this extent where we're actually here for a social experiment, it's just, it doesn't make sense. I think it's going to go south. Like, I'm 90% sure, but at the end of the day, I'll just say, look, I told you so.
Hello. Hi, Denise.
Come in, sit down. Hello, Paul. How was the traffic?
Terrible.
Oh,
but
was
we're
it?
here.
Oh.
We made it.
My name's Denise and I'm your therapist today. Have you ever been to therapy before?
She makes a very solid point. I'm going to give her that, because I feel like a lot of people get divorced because they don't know what they're really in for in terms of marriage. I feel like if for anyone getting married, for anyone going to get married, anyone thinking about marriage, visiting a premarital counselor could be a very good move for you. It's going to sound mad. It's going to sound like, oh, raw, like, why would I do that? Me and my partner are good. Listen, you're never too good to go. That's what I'm going to say. I personally would push to do it. I can't lie. I would personally push my partner to kind of, you know what, let's just go in and let's just see if we've got any underlying issues we need to work out. Because once you're in a marriage, it's my belief that marriage is a solemn vow. Obviously, nowadays it's a bit of a joke thing, but I feel like for me, marriage is very serious. So I would want to go into it in the best shape possible. So yeah, that's just me personally. I would want to go into it in the best shape possible and have nothing. Obviously, things are going to creep up, but if I can prevent it beforehand, I will 100% do it. So I do agree with her that you should visit a premarital counsellor just to work out any issues?
Never. We've never been. I did go online. I read how important it is about, having premarital therapy, counselling, and I do believe myself and Paul are in dire need of some help. I wouldn't say we've deteriorated to a point of no return, but at the end of the day, we're progressing in our relationship, and I'm not entirely happy.
Okay. So, Paul, thank you for joining us. Have you got any idea of what expectations you are looking to get out of this therapy session?
I have no idea. I'm curious to find out.
Okay, that's great. Well, it's great that you're here.
So I've never watched this. I can almost guarantee this girl is an Instagram baddie. So I reckon that's going to be a problem, because he's talking about, the title of it is, my partner's taking fake it till you make it to another level. A lot of people like being fake models on Gram, but really a hoe. It's whatever. Let's keep watching.
This is kind of like shock therapy. It might shock him into kind of seeing that we need help, that we've actually got problems within our relationship.
I'm going to ask Shoma to just start us off. What would you like to start off with? I love you. You do know that, right? And I feel as...
Mandem, here's some advice here. If the point ever starts with, I love you, you know that, right? You're going to get ripped. You're going to get ripped. That's all I'm going to say. She's softening the blow by reminding you that she loves you, but she's going to tear into you. Just thought I would let you lot know, like, that's what it is, man. Like, anytime she drops, you know I love you, right? Or, you know, I think very highly of you, but, yeah, just know there's some ripping coming.
So, we've got different views of life. So to me, Paul is very image. He puts too much emphasis on how people perceive us as a couple, how he's perceived as an individual and how I'm perceived as an individual. Currently in our relationship, we're doing a lot of patching.
Whilst I see no problem with making sure as a couple you look a certain way, I see a problem with pushing it too much. So if I have a girlfriend and me and my girl are walking around, I don't want people to look at my girl and think, "Raw, she's a tramp. Raw, she's this. Raw, she's that." I don't want people looking at me thinking, "Raw, he's a tramp, this and that." Even though, to be fair, I wear a lot of hoodies, casual wear. So for me, it's like people are going to perceive that anyway. I've grown to not care about that. But in a relationship, it's a thing of, we're an item. So one has to complement the other. We both have to look good together. Do you know what I mean? So I can understand where he's coming from by requesting, not even requesting, but putting out that, oh, you know what? We need to protect our brand. We need to protect our image. I see nothing wrong with that. I see a problem when you start overdoing it, when it's like you're controlling what your girl wears, when you're controlling what your guy wears, controlling what they eat, that kind of thing. That's when I see a problem with it. But just saying, listen, babe, we're walking around. I want us to look like a functioning couple. I see nothing wrong with that.
Instead of really like fixing the issues.
Okay, Paul, do you feel the same way?
I'm literally blown away. Like, I haven't even heard this before. Do you want to give more context to what you're actually saying? Because I'm a tiny bit...
Okay. Paul, for example, has a lot of friends. He has affluent friends. He feels like he has to fit in, which he might fit in as friendship, but when it comes to finances, he doesn't necessarily fit in. So if we're looking at percentage-wise and when they go out and what they spend, they can afford it. We can't. But Paul will do it anyway. And then he'll spend the next week or two chasing the bag.
You know what, yeah? I want to say this because I've seen people do it. I myself have done it once or twice and I've regretted it. Live within your means. Just because people... I'll give you an example. You're with your friends. You all go Salt Bay's restaurant. They all ordered a £700 steak. Don't think you have to do it just to fit in, bro. Live within your means. If all you can afford is a £45 steak, get a £45 steak. If people are talking shit like, yo, why are you getting a cheap one for? Just don't mind their fucking business, bro. Anyone watching your pockets too much has a lot coming out of theirs. So they got to look at something else to kind of deflect away and make themselves feel better. More time, don't feel pressured to uphold an image that isn't true to yourself. Yeah, that's about it. Let's keep watching.
And I'm humble enough to be the brokest man in a room full of millionaires. Do you know why?
Okay.
Do you know who would have the most to benefit in that type of situation?
You would.
So that's practically how I've been able to exponentially grow my income, basically.
He's taken the whole fake it till you make it to another extent. Because at the end of the day, I'm not naive to know that you are treated how you're perceived.
Oh! Oh, look at that twister. Look at the twister. Hey, I thought this was about her. She dropped it to him, bruv. I can't lie. That's mad. I didn't see that coming.
Hey, ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
I didn't. I got blindsided. I was blindsided. I was cannot see. Aye, that's mad. Aye, yo. So everyone lives by this motto: fake it till you make it, or make it then you fake it. Just live within your means and love life, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like, don't be faking shit. Because when you fake it, when you don't actually have it, it's gonna burn you that little bit more. So just live within your means.
However, be yourself. With the whole spending above your means, should I say, yes, we can afford it. I'm not saying we can't, because he's the first person to speak about finances and we need to save and we need to do this and we need to do that. But as much as, yeah, I purchase nice things, Paul does a lot of the spending. And in the past, we've had situations where he's invested and there's been no returns. So I don't feel like I need to suffer at the expense of his.
So I'm watching the first 5 minutes of this and I'm just like, why is this so based on finance? Like, this just seems like everything so far has been about money. Oh, Paul spends this. Oh, Paul has this image. Paul needs to spend money to keep up with these people. It's like, you've mentioned your feelings once, which is that you feel neglect when he has to chase the bag he's lost, which is fair enough. But don't you go to couples therapy for something other than money? Like, isn't it about how you feel neglected? Why do you feel neglected? How can he improve ways of not making you feel neglected? I get it. He has to chase his bag and that leaves you in the cold a bit. Maybe if he managed his money better, that would be something. I think I just answered my own question. Yeah, but I just feel like with this is that money should not be the primary focus. There's other things that I'm sure are going to need to be fixed in this.
He's investing and putting himself in positions to get deals when not all the time it works out. And we're together. Do you know what I mean? We're in a relationship. We're not business partners. So I'm suffering for nothing.
Okay. Do you feel that it's an equal situation?
She just said she's suffering for nothing. Okay. So am I nothing?
That's not what I said. It's like your comprehension. This is why we're here, because anytime I bring up at her...
Listen, I'll tell you right now. When she drops, so I'm a hater, don't answer, fam. If she drops something like with a negative content, oh, so I'm this, so I'm that, don't answer it. Some advice for you, man, them. Don't answer that. That's a trap question, bro. She's literally just waiting to activate that trap card, fam. That's a whole lot of trap hole, and you ain't digging yourself out of that.
So when we first started dating, she was happy with, the drive, the ambition, me taking, calculated risk here and there and gaining rewards. She's the first person to come and, say, oh, congratulations, babe, let's celebrate together. But then I've actually kept the same energy, and now it seems like she doesn't really have the same energy. So who is the person that's falling off?
Okay, this is a classic example of you want something, but you're not prepared for what comes with it. A lot of men say they want an independent, hardworking woman. They're not prepared for the fact that there might be some nights your girl comes home late. Same way with some women. I want a hardworking guy. I want a guy on his grind. I want a guy to go out and make the money. But understand, there are going to be some nights where you're not going to have sex. You're not going to have a cuddle. You're not going to get a kiss goodnight. There's going to be late nights because you want a man who grinds. You want to live a comfortable life. That comes with a lot of sacrifice of time. So if you want all this, the question shouldn't be, the statement shouldn't be, I want a hardworking man. The question should be, if I get a hardworking man, how am I going to be able to accommodate the fact that he's hardworking? Am I going to feel jealous? Am I going to feel neglected? Am I prepared to feel that for a bit just to then live a comfortable life? Like, these are the questions that no one really asks. Everyone looks at the after, but no one looks at what they're going to be feeling during. It's the same way of saying, I want my girl to be a freak, but she's out here posting pictures of herself half naked. It's like you want a freak, but are you prepared to maintain the levels of, oh, you know what? If my girl's a freak and she's showing off her body, am I really man enough to take that? Do you know what I mean? So it's all well and good demanding things, but you shouldn't be demanding things without first thinking, can I handle what comes with this? A lot of people want an attractive partner, but can you handle another man looking at your partner? Is your ego going to be able to take that? Are you going to be able to turn around and be like to your girl, I know a lot of men are looking at you, but I'm glad I'm the one who got you. Not turn around and being like, why are you wearing that for? You just making man look at you kind of thing. Are you prepared to not react that way? I feel like a lot of people jump into these relationships and want people of a certain status, and they're not prepared to accommodate what comes with the status. But that's just an opinion of a nigga in a car. What do I know?
On a different level, but I'm the same person, so why would you question it?
Can I just ask, what's the last loving thing you did for
Denise?
Yeah, Denise.
Look, we're not going to play the whole turn each other against each other. When's the last time you bought flowers? Look, forget about all of that. Let's get down to what it is now. Just to briefly go over this, right? As far as I understand, you've been called, or employed rather, to basically help us in our relationship to get better, right? Okay. So how do you think you're doing so far?
Okay, first, don't be rude.
It's a genuine question.
Man are asking the hard questions, bruv. Man said, listen, what do you think you're contributing by asking these stupid questions? Coming with this madness. Coming with this insanity. Trying to ruin my relationship. Trying to ruin the bag. Are you mad? This is why I love African men, bruv. Bare abrasive, bruv. Bare abrasive. You ever seen an African man in a club, bruv? Hey, them niggas do not take no for an answer, bruv. They're like, hey, I bought you this drink. You better dance with me.
That's uncalled for.
It's a genuine question.
Okay, I can answer that, Shema, don't worry. The fact is that I'm here to enable you to see through the fog that may be there at the moment. I'm not here to give you an answer. I'm just helping you discover what's going on.
Okay. What's your success rate in terms of, like, couple?
I don't think that's an unfair question to ask, personally. I don't. Because I would want to be in the hands of someone who knows what the fuck they're doing and talking about. If someone is just asking me questions and talking out their ass, I'm not going to take you seriously. So, while she may see this as rude, I see this as a very good question. I don't see anything rude about it. I would personally want to know the success rate of someone who I'm kind of doing business with, in order to then find out, okay, cool, if their success rate is this shouldn't be a problem. Then I can kind of find out for myself, type of thing. Like, I can see what their techniques are, and how they're going to get to their end goal. I think that's a personally good question.
Research, and I found out that a lot of people gave you good reviews. A lot of them have actually gone on to get married. A lot of them have resolved their situation. Be open-minded. I feel like
I feel like a lot of women are leaving these reviews. And when it comes to women leaving reviews for other women, they're going to write the shit that they know other women want to hear. So I'm just saying, pinch a shot. What accent is that? Pinch a shot? Pinch a salt, that shit.
when we started dating, we used to like the same music. He was more fun. Now I don't even know who's sitting next to me, to be honest.
And how do you feel?
I think that's BS.
It's BS.
Look, music. I'm a Burna Boy fan. You used to be, but now you're
I still
more
like Burna Boy.
Wizkid. Like, that doesn't make sense. If you like something, just stick to,
First of all, you've changed, babe. You didn't like what you liked 5 years ago. I know that because of the food, simply the food that you eat. Okay, so people change. I still like Burna Boy, but I prefer Wizkid. It doesn't mean that it has to be your way.
Wait, I said they're both Nigerians, so what the fuck does it matter? Man I said you used to be a Burna Boy fan. Now you're with Wizkid. What the fuck is going on, bro? It's a self-destructive. That's like me saying to my girl, you used to really fuck with Wiz Khalifa. Now you just fuck with the game. What's going on? See, I don't like that. If you like something, just stick to it. You can expand your palette on it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I used to think that narrow-mindedly before, I'll admit. You can think in other ways in order to, experience different things. Like, for me personally, I used to really love marshmallows. Now I fucking hate them. So what? Am I a pagan for not liking marshmallows at my big age now? Like, it's a nonsensical argument. People are allowed to grow and change the things that they like. There's nothing wrong with that.
That what you said?
Let me tell you what we do, right? Every 28 days, we have a couples review, right?
Oh,
so how the
hell.
couples review works is we basically, go over our individual and collective plans, goals, targets, and we kind of, check, make like...
Whoa, nigga. This ain't a job, bruv. Man said couples review, bruv. Even in my probation period, I only got reviewed like one. What? I got reviewed every 3 months, bruv. After the 9th month, that's when they decided, do we want to keep you on or not? This is mad, bro. I said couples reviewed. What, we can start taking it down, writing feedback. You're going to get the form. The fucking feedback form and just be like, I felt like the sex was good last night, but I feel like you could have paid more attention to the testes. Just for future reference. What? Oh, I thought the food was good, but you overcooked the plantain a little bit, so we're going to have to revisit that later.
A checkbox type of situation, and we mark stuff off, help each other out with whatever it is that we need help with, and it's worked, basically, in our relationship.
It hasn't worked.
Bro, this is your relationship. This isn't a school, This isn't year 9 GCSEs, bro, where no, bro. You're treating your relationship like your job. That's why she's feeling neglected, because there seems to be no disconnect for you between employment and loving your girl. So I can understand where she's coming from, but more time, it's just a thing of you need to be able to separate your work life from your personal life, because if you intertwine the two, then you're just going to treat your love life as if it's a job. You're going to treat it as if it's employment. Like, I've got to work my shift. I'll see it for 8 hours. I'll clock out and then I'll just cut. That's mad, bro.
I don't want to say bringing to the table, but...
What am I bringing to the table?
No, I'm not saying that you don't bring anything to the table. I'm saying you need to let her know that there's certain things...
Woo! There we go. All right. Now it's spicing up, bro. Only 29 minutes in. I'm going to cut a lot of this video out. But let's see what... Oh, she didn't like that. All right, let's look. Let's watch.
I'm not saying that you don't bring anything to the table. I'm saying you need to let her know that there's certain things that are expected when she's receiving, a certain...
I'm going to say this right now, yeah. If you want me to be the provider, that's perfectly fine. But I'm not going to bring the bacon home and fry it. I'm not about to do that. Like, I'm not going to go out, work my ass off, come home and still cook, bro. I'm sorry. If you're at home all day, bruv, house better be spotless and there better be food on the table when I come backyard, bruv. And it sounds mad to say, but listen, if you want to provide him, man, that's what you got to do. You got to uphold your part. My kids better be fed and in bed. There better be food on the table for me. The house better be clean. I don't think I'm expecting something unrealistic. I'm not saying go work your 9 to 5, come back and do all that. Because if we're both working, we both equally share that load. But if you're at home and not working at all, and I'm going out busting my ass, you better believe you're doing the home load by yourself. Like on my days off, yeah, cool, I'll pitch in. But if I'm the provider, don't start moving like I got to bring home the bacon and fry it, bro, because it's not going to happen.
You will be in deficit. You'll be lacking some things, okay? Let's not get confused. I work, okay? Paul does not finance me completely.
Oh, okay. You know what? My bad. She actually does work. So while my statement still stands, it doesn't apply to her. But yeah, she does work. Fair enough.
Eats and cook for himself. We just moved in together 6 months ago, and all of a sudden that has now become my duty and mine alone. Bearing in mind, both of us are busy.
Now, with myself, I'm an earner. Do you understand? I will go out and I will come back and I'm bringing the bacon for real. Do you understand? If that's the case and I'm able to provide...
I see what he's saying. I see where he's coming from. He wants a housewife, but this girl is very clearly on her Miss Independent thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some level of compromise has to be reached eventually. Either you accept that she's going to work some hours and you might have to do some stuff, she might have to do some stuff. That's perfectly fine. If she wants to quit her job, that should be her choice to make. It should not be yours. And that goes for any man or any woman. If your partner chooses to be a housewife or house husband, although house husband's a bit, yeah, nah. If they choose to do that, that's perfectly fine. That's their choice. You should not have an input on that. You should provide advice, but you shouldn't be telling them, do this, do that. You should be telling them, listen, if you want to do this, understand that this means this, this, and that. If you want to do that, understand it means this, this, and that. having a formal discussion with your partner as opposed to just ramming down each other's throats will make your relationship grow.
Do you think that,
I can understand what you're saying, and there does seem to be a few hours to spare. However...
No, don't do that. Tell her that.
No, I'm not here to tell anyone.
This guy don't understand how therapy works, and I love it. Man said, tell her that, bro. I can't lie, man. I like them as a couple. I hope they do work this out. This is actually quite fun, though. The way that he's like, tell her that. Just run that by her, innit? Because if I say it, it's kind of peak. But if you say it, it's not so bad. I like what he's doing. It's funny.
It's not a case of I said I understand.
No, shoot.
No, but just the way therapy works is you two discuss things, and I'm an intermediary. So I don't...
That's not what's happening. What's happening is, if she comes up with a point, you're quick to say, yeah, Paul, what do you think about it? And then when you clearly agree with me on something, you're not asking her the same question. Right. What's going on?
So can I just say...
All right, you lot, that's the video. Very interesting. I'm probably going to follow the series, make some more videos about it. But yeah, I genuinely enjoyed watching that. Like, it was quite fun. I'm definitely going to record more of Blue Therapy as I go forward. It's quite an interesting concept. And I just want to see how these couples progress, how they go about their thing. But yeah, that's the video for today. I will see you all on Sunday, because this might be a double upload. Or if not, I'll just see you on Sunday. But yeah, take care. In a bit.